were jealous. Jessica Pegula, Madison Keys and others make feelings known on Elena Rybakina's insane Riyadh act. Elena Rybakina's remarkable season-ending run has undeniably become the talk of the town. And it's not just her fans who are in awe of her achievements. Even her peers, Jessica Pegula and Madison Keys, who competed alongside her at the WTA finals, couldn't help but express their admiration. The duo recently reflected on the Kazakh's stunning late-season resurgence and the staggering prize money she took home in Riyadh. Jessica Pegula and Madison Keys were in awe of Elena Rybakina's triumph in Riyadh. Based on her accomplishments in 2025, Rybakina had a phenomenal season. The Kazakh capped off the year with 3 titles: the Internationaux de Strasbourg, the Ningbo Open, and ultimately the prestigious WTA finals in Riyadh. She finished the season with a decent 59-19 win-loss record and in the 5th spot in the WTA rankings. Rybakina entered the season-ending event in the Serena Williams group and began her campaign with a commanding 6-3, 6-1 victory over American Amanda Anisimova. She then overcame world number 1 Iga Swiatek 3-6, 6-1, 6-0 and defeated Ekaterina Alexandrova 6-4, 6-4 to book her place in the semifinals. Rybakina's momentum carried seamlessly into the knockout stages. She battled past Jessica Pegula 4-6, 6-4, 6-3 in a gripping semifinal, before defeating Aryna Sabalenka 6-3, 7-6-0, to capture the WTA finals title for the first time. Her triumph also came with a record-breaking $5,235,000 payout, the largest in WTA history. The world number 5 success recently became the topic of discussion in the Players Box podcast, featuring Desiree Crouchick, Madison Keys, Jessica Pegula and Jennifer Brady. Pegula started the discussion saying, "Someone ended their year very well. Rybakina won. She beat Aryna 6-3, 7-6-0, in the WTA finals." Keys replied, "She had an insane couple of weeks." Pegula then pointed to Rybakina's statistics to emphasize just how dominant her run was. She hit 13 aces and won 67% of her first serves. "She was serving like a joke," she said. Keys later highlighted how well Rybakina performed in the Asian swing leading up to the WTA finals. She said, "She won Ningbo, she semi'd Tokyo and then just won the year-end. That's not bad. And then she went undefeated. She won undefeated and she wins $5.3 million. Wow." Pegula replied. The hefty payout, particularly the moment mentioned by Pegula, seemingly left the other 3 astounded, with Keys playfully asking. Rybakina's triumph in Riyadh made waves not just for her dominance on court but also for the record-breaking prize that came with it. Her near $5.2 million payout even outstripped the payout awaiting the ATP Finals champion in Turin, valued at $5,071,000. Even the likes of Pegula, Billie Jean King, and other tennis stars took note of that payout and reacted on Instagram. There are many ways to shake up an off-season, but Elena Rybakina had chosen one that no one in the tennis world saw coming. It wasn't a new coaching announcement, a surprise exhibition partner, or even a training camp in some remote European mountain village. No, Rybakina decided to go bigger, bolder, and in true Elena fashion, quieter than anyone imagined. Her trip to Riyadh had already generated conversation after she posted a simple, understated photo on social media. A golden desert horizon, a gleaming training court, and her standing mid-serve, effortlessly calm in the blistering heat. The caption? Just a single emoji, fire. Fans were impressed. Analysts were curious. But her fellow players? That was a whole different story. The act that started it all. The next day, Rybakina uploaded a video of her training session atop a private rooftop court overlooking Riyadh's newest skyline, an architectural spectacle straight out of a sci-fi film. The clip showed her hitting explosive serves that echoed across the cityscape. The camera panned to a slow-motion shot of her running pristine sprints beside a panoramic view, followed by a brief cut of her sparring with a local mixed martial arts coach for agility and power. The LED screen behind her displayed one message in bold Arabic script. Rise higher. Within minutes, the entire WTA locker room, spread across continents, was buzzing. Jessica Pegula saw it first. Scrolling through her feed during a recovery session, Pegula nearly dropped her phone. Excuse me?" she muttered, zooming into one frame where Rybakina was receiving serve returns from a drone launching tennis balls at 140 miles per hour. "She's training with a military-grade tennis bot now?" She forwarded the post into the group chat she shared with Madison Keys, Maria Sakkari, and a rotating list of players who happened to be awake at odd hours. The group chat reaction. The group chat name, as always, was a chaotic masterpiece, W to girlies but also low-key rivals. Pegula, did y'all see what Elena is doing in Riyadh? Keys, what? Hold on, I'm opening it. A moment of silence, digital silence, followed. Then Keys sent a single message. Nah, I'm jealous. Straight up jealous. Pegula responded instantly with a string of emojis. Exploding head, exploding head, exploding head. Maria Zachary, always ready with dry humor, chimed in. So she's training like an Avenger now? Cool. No pressure on the rest of us. A minute later, IGA Swiatek reacted with the eye emoji eyes, clearly watching but not saying more. Classic IGA. Keys sent another message. Insane. This is insane. Where do we even get a drone like that? Pegula, girl, I can't even get my physio to bring me ice on time. The chat exploded in laughter emojis. Behind the scenes, why Riyadh? While her colleagues were spiraling, Rybakina was in Riyadh with a purpose that went completely beyond aesthetics. For months, she'd been desperate to solve the one thing her game lacked. Not power, not precision, not consistency, but durability. The desert climate offered exactly what she wanted. Endurance training, mental conditioning, and a level of isolation that was impossible to recreate in Europe during the off-season. Her team had structured an innovative routine. Morning desert runs across the dunes to build lower body stability. Altitude-simulated rooftop drills, thanks to a tech sponsor with experimental equipment. Night sessions under desert winds, forcing her to master ball control in unpredictable conditions. Cryotherapy chambers cooled by the most advanced tech in the Middle East. But the drone? That was the real star. It had been programmed specifically for tennis, designed to imitate the world's fastest servers. It could send slices, flat bombs, jump serves, you name it. And with zero emotion, zero fatigue, and zero mercy. Player interviews, we're jealous. A week later, during Media Day at a charity event in Miami, reporters couldn't resist asking other players what they thought of Rybakina's Riyadh act. Jessica Pegula laughed. Look, if you're asking whether she inspired envy? Absolutely. We're jealous, like the good kind though. Wow, I wish I thought of that first kind. Madison Keys was even more open about it. The drone? I can't tell if I'm intimidated or impressed. Maybe both. I texted her asking if she could send it to me after the season. She left me on read. Zachary smirked in her typical dry fashion. If she shows up in Australia hitting 150 miles per hour serves, we will all know who to blame. Even Coco Gauff, usually diplomatic, admitted she was intrigued. That rooftop court? Yeah, that was crazy cool. I showed it to my coach and he just sighed. The jealousy wasn't malicious, it was admiration wrapped in humor.